Hello everyone, Mantic Mystic here with an October reading. Let's see what we can expect for October. Happy equinox to everyone. Happy Libra season. That's why I have the birthday stuff out. I am in fact a Libra sun, and I have another channel, so we do a lot of Libra things here. Oh my goodness, we have bright spark flying out for you. Brilliant gifts, radiant. So what are you bringing in? This is part of what October what this reading is going to be about. You know, what can you expect out of October? Blessings, opportunities. Are there any blocks, challenges? How can we make bridges from blocks to blessings? And how to manifest more abundance. General advice from Spirit. I'll pull animal cards, angel numbers, all kinds of cards. All right. And I'll get cards specific to each zodiac sign. So check out the timestamp below. Clever solutions. New ideas, some sort of risk maybe. There could be some magic involved here in the month of October. And we do have Halloween, right? So kind of a month for that. Let's see what else we have. But we'll see what the tarot cards say. So yeah, we'll use channeled messages, tarot and oracle cards to get some clarity here throughout. And you have growing pains, expand, challenge, and overcome. Okay, so not surprised to see that based on how other October readings have gone. And one more for October. Steady growth, prosperity, security, stability. Very nice. This is in fact the month of harvest, right? Let's see what we have for you. Let's get the Halloween Wait by Tarot Collectibles. All the decks I use are down below. So these are just general messages. Only take what resonates. And check out the disclaimer. Thanks. I'm still open for personal readings for a few more days, so feel free to check out schoolhouseintuitive.com to check that out. What do we have for the collective, please? Oh my goodness. Alignment. So the Lover's card here with choice, union, harmony, partnership. Okay, really connecting with what makes you radiate, feel more brilliant. Okay, falling right underneath that bright spark. Maybe you do have some sort of new love situation coming in, but you know, the Lovers is more than just romance, right? And it is connected to Gemini energy if you're into the astrological symbolism there. Temperance. So this is really, I think, you know, it's kind of getting something just right, because it's falling underneath that new ideas, and so it is like kind of finding that special formula maybe that works for you. A little of this, a little of that, but it is about self-control and balance as well. Maybe you're finding a middle path or some sort of solution, clever solution that you hadn't really thought of before. It is coming in with the Seven of Wands, and that's about needing to overcome some sort of challenge, take a stand. Okay, control, you know, really not backing down. So that's what's underneath that growing pains. So part of the process of growth, of development, and anything really worth having, there is sometimes a bit of, growing pains as we expand, right? As we grow. Sometimes we are challenged, or we do feel kind of on the defensive. So there could be a little bit of that in October. And then you have the Sun, though. And that's what's coming underneath that Harvest card of steady growth. This is looking really good so far. I mean, I just want to let you know you have 3 major arcana cards out, right? You can see that. So the Sun is about success and positive outcomes. So some sort of also clarity, it feels like, in this new kind of spark of life. And you have bright spark right there. So it's all making sense. What else do we have, please, for the collective? And just to let you know, I did lose power here. So if I'm well into a reading and I lose power, I'm going to keep going. Okay, so let's see what else we have. You have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's an energy of going. Keep going. You know, this is a fast-moving energy, moving forward. There could be some sort of news arriving that's coming in quickly. Okay, and that's what's falling underneath this bright spark, gifts, brilliant. Whoa, this one, okay. So we have the Five of Swords, and that's what's underneath that clever solutions. Now, this is a card of strategy. Not all hope is lost here either. It's kind of like we're going to have a little patience. We might have to get creative as far as overcoming some sort of challenge that you're currently dealing with or that comes in October, sometime during October. And you have the Six of Swords. So moving on. I love seeing the Six of Swords after that Five of Swords. It's as though you've decided to maybe go in a new direction, or you're transitioning out of that kind of like a loss of kind of a feeling of energy. So you're moving on from that. You're leaving behind anything that felt that it was regretful in any way. It's like moving forward, moving out of that water, moving on to something calmer. And I like that it's underneath the Seven of Wands, because it's as though you did have to overcome, which is what this Growing Pains card's about. It's all really connecting nicely. You did have to overcome something where you just did not back down. And because of that, it's like you're able to move forward. Okay. Able to move forward. And perhaps for some of you, you're going to find some new support even, which you didn't quite count on. What else do we have, please? Ace of Cups, yay. And that's what's underneath that Sun card, as well as the steady growth. So this is really this cup can refill itself. That's the whole thing with the Ace of Cups. And so it's you really being able to kind of recharge. I'd say by the end of the month, it looks like there's some sort of a happy outcome with the Sun here, and there is maybe new prosperity. You might even have a new idea, some new creativity that comes in, or a proposal. It could also be that you're just feeling a lot more optimistic by the end of the month, okay, with the Sun card and the Ace of Cups. What else do we have, please? It's kind of, I'm getting this energy like, be ready for success, like position yourself in a way to welcome in this abundance, this harvest, whatever we want to refer to it as. And you have the Two of Wands. And I just said that, and this is a card of planning. You're planning for your expansion. So be ready for this. Be ready to take that next step in a new direction. Maybe you're making some sort of decision, one that is in alignment with you. And I get that energy is really moving forward. What else do we have, please? I'm hearing about, clairaudiently, I'm hearing something about African violet. So you could have a connection to Africa or to the color violet. It also, violet makes me think of the crown chakra, of course. So your connection to the divine. What else do we have? Maybe you have a plant that's an African violet. They don't need much. So maybe just a little is going to go a long way with you with something, okay? And you do have the Ace of Wands that flew off the table. And this is really taking hold of an opportunity when it comes, okay? This could be a new bit of inspiration. Again, I feel like it's connected to that solution though, and that new idea. There's a brilliant idea coming in. Now you have two aces and the Sun card, as well as the Lovers. I mean, these are great cards. And then there's the King of Swords. So this is clarity. You're getting that clarity as you overcome something. It's almost like, it's in a way, it's kind of good that whatever this challenge or obstacle could be, because it gives you a much clearer sense of, it's like you have that strength through clarity. Now you're even more sure about something that you want, or maybe something that you don't want. So you can move forward more confidently and also feeling more in control of something in general. So that is also kind of coming in with it. And then for steady growth, there's that Eight of Swords. And it's kind of like the energy is like the only thing that can really stop you is self-doubt. So there's a real focus, a real emphasis on putting yourself in a place of confidence. Maybe you yourself, I don't know if I said Seven of Swords, it's the Eight of Swords, but maybe you yourself have been kind of blocked in some way. I mean, I do feel, because it's pairing with the Ace of Cups and the Sun and the steady growth, that part of security, prosperity, growth is sometimes having those moments where it's not exactly clear. The way forward isn't really clear. So really tapping into your own intuition. You'll notice there's a black cat here. Also, this person is blindfolded. They're tuning into their own intuition for that clarity and for and in order to connect to something that they're excited about and they love. And it's kind of getting in a place where they loving life again. You have the Hanged Man here on the bottom of the deck. So that's another card of perspective, really getting a higher perspective. You might be challenged. Like I said, this is, you may be finding that you're going to have to almost prove to the universe or someone how much you want something, but I don't feel like it's anything you can't overcome, not based on these cards anyway. So of course, everything, individual results vary, right? So let's now move on to some specific messages regarding if it's love. Okay, so those are some sort of blessings and challenges that came in. Let's see what else we have, though, for love, if it's a relationship of any kind. So there's friendship here. So another blessing that could come in is support, teamwork, cooperation. So you do have that Six of Swords, and that can be a card of, as I said before, you might have some sort of support coming in. And there are like-minded souls near you, whether in the workplace or socially. Know that you are being supported. You don't have to do everything alone. And there are three here, so it makes me think of kind of that Three of Pentacles. Maybe you're going to get some sort of collaboration. And then you have holding on here, so there could be some sort of clinging type energy. And we have letting go, could be tough, but holding on is even harder and more painful. So use the strength to move on. So this could be an energy that either is clinging to you, or maybe you're hanging on to an idea that's just really hard to let go of. I'm going to tell you one way to overcome some of this month is just really going to need to have some flexibility, because it could be a little bit of a roller coaster. There could be some sort of grand shakeup, playing out either on the world stage or in your own personal life or someone close to you. And it doesn't have to be huge, but it could just be that it's going to provide you with clarity either way. And again, just remember that you do have that steady growth coming in, and perhaps this is more like a lesson in some way. Although I know a lot of us are like tired of of the lessons, but let's see if there's anything we need to release connected with that. Let's actually use the Empath's Empowerment deck for this. Whoa, that came right out here. So release your critical voices within. Interesting. Yeah, so this is about when a critical inner voice says, I'm not enough or I'm too sensitive, immediately counter it with, this is not true. Focus on loving thoughts instead. They're really connecting it to that Eight of Swords for me. It's like getting out of your own head with some certain things. Let's get another one of these, please. Release that critical voice that we all have, right? And let yourself receive support. So there's that word support again. Some of you really do have some sort of support coming in, whether it's divine assistance or actual people in your life. It's often easier for empaths to give rather than receive. So allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. That's also connecting to that Ace of Cups. You could have a message even of love and support coming in, either again from the divine or from your higher self or from someone or something around you. Maybe you find something in nature. Okay, because I just heard pebble. So let's see what else we have. Let's look at the area of abundance and career. I try to keep these readings somewhat concise for you, just a little overview of the month. And you have no coincidences. So notice the doors that are opening and closing for you right now. Step through the ones that open and take the lessons from the ones that close. So nothing's happening by chance right now. Again, I am feeling though you're going to maybe find something lucky, or there's just going to be this major synchronicity. Maybe it's numbers or a certain song. Just when you ask a question of the universe, like something is delivered. It can feel it's very supportive. It feels very supportive. And what else? Oh my goodness, look at this. Divine gifts. I mean, I just said this and now here it is. So you're starting to feel more confident in exploring new things and venturing into the unknown. The emerging courage will help you discover new talents that that have been lying dormant within you. And this could be playing right into that eclipse energy. And that could be connecting to that Sun card for you, even in that, and the Hanged Man card, and even the Ace of Cups. That can all have to do with, divine wisdom. And let's see, anything else we need to, how do we, if there are any blocks, challenges, so this could be a potential block, and then we'll have a solution on how to overcome it. Here, this one fell over here. This was too many. There were like 5 cards there. So surrender worry. Again, there's this energy of like, get out of your own way, get out of your own head. So now you have, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. So when worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith. Spirit's guiding you always. Really have faith in this new path. All right. And how else? What other blocks to overcome? Surrendering resentments, okay? So this is holding on to resentments only poisons you. So try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Focus on, where you want to go, right? Not the past, not where you're coming from or what other people are doing. Focus on your path and where you want to go. Let's see what else we have. More themes, common themes, please. I'm going to use the color goddess casting cards. You have Moss, breeding, growth, and reproduction. That's Empress energy. So if you have Taurus or Libra in your chart, that's also connecting to you. And this is an energy of really being in the flow and being able to produce, create whatever it is you're wanting to bring in. I love that it's the green energy, And this is also, you have magenta here, different, diverse, unusual. So you could actually be trying to do something that is considered unusual, a particular kind of art. Even I'm hearing some sort of particular kind of therapy in some way. I'm getting that word clairvoyantly, or clairaudiently, sorry. And it's kind of like it could even be about how you dress even. They're giving me this kind of even looking different in some way, like you have a new look maybe, okay? Or you're being drawn to things that you wouldn't normally be drawn to. All right, let's see what we have for advice from Spirit. More advice from Spirit here, please. From our guides. Take the lead, Aries. So don't wait for others to light the way. It's your time to step up and take the lead. This is so interesting because I've already done the Libra reading on my other channel for October, and they had this card too. They actually had, I think they might have had Moss as well. They had a couple of similar cards. Not identical by any means, but definitely some similarities. And that's really the feeling I'm getting for October is, there could be some sort of something thrown in the mix that you weren't really expecting, but it actually somehow it turns out to be to your benefit. You have Virgo energy, Pisces energy, and Koi fish spirit. So, we just had that solar eclipse in Virgo. So details. You need to look at something more closely. What you need to know lies in the details. Paying really close attention to the little things, right? And then you have Pisces, boundaries. So set and honor your boundaries, avoid being taken advantage of. I mean, that's definitely that like 7 of Wands energy. And even that 5 of Swords could be too. And then you have Koi fish spirit. So this is about manifesting more love, prosperity, and wealth into your life. I do feel you have a lot of good things to look forward to here in October. I feel like it's going to be it's going to be a powerful month that really kind of delivers, so there could just be a surprise, a good surprise. All right. And now let's get, what do we want to do for each sign? So I'm going to get let's get an animal card for the collective as well as an angel number. And then I'm going to get a galactic angel card and a Moonology manifestation card for each zodiac sign. So our animals are rabbit and wolf. So card 17, rabbit, awareness, sacral chakra. So notice what's happening within and around you. Again, the details, okay? Hidden gifts and opportunities will reveal themselves as you slow down and listen. Again, you had divine gifts coming in as something that's going to be delivered to you. So there is that. And then you have wolf, crown chakra, card 45. So you're a divine being, so much more majestic than you could ever imagine. Embrace your true greatness. Okay, your leadership power serves many. All right. Angel number for the collective, please. 2222, balance and harmony. Maintain balance with positivity, and that is that temperance card. You could also say it's the lovers too. Now let's go through each zodiac sign, and I'm going to, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Again, reach out if you'd like a personal reading while they're still open. They are going to close for at least all of October. I'm not sure if when they'll reopen. So www.schoolhouseintuitive.com for that. And now And you know how to show support. Like the video, hype the video, leave a comment, subscribe, become a member, all that. So let's start out with Aries. What can Aries expect for the month of October? So keep your vibrations high, rise above any negative thoughts or actions. You can be the bigger person and walk away, Aries. So, and then you have, and that kind of is like connected to this reading as far as there is something that could come in and you're rising above it. Now, some Moonology manifestation advice for Aries. Practice gratitude. Last quarter moon in Sag. There we go. And I'm just going to pull from the top of the deck. So they've already been shuffled. Taurus. You have ancient wisdom. Learn from the old ways. You can find healing and enlightenment. A new perspective will follow. And you have last quarter moon in Aquarius with reflect on your priorities. Gemini. You have forgive, full moon in Pisces. And your angels are communicating through numbers. So watch for repeat sequences. Cancer. Open up to change, new moon in Aquarius. And a chance encounter will occur with the one you love, like two ships in the night. Could be something you love too. And Leo, step into your power, first quarter moon in Aries. And this too shall pass. There's an unexpected surprise coming. It will leave you changed for the better. That is the entire reading, okay? That's the whole reading right here, Leo. And Virgo, speak your world into being, first quarter moon in Gemini. And people will come and people will go. Not everyone's meant to be in your lives forever. So just long enough to touch your life in some way. That's Virgo. And Libra, you get a bonus animal card because it is in fact your birth month. So Moonology though first, believe in your good luck, first quarter moon in Sagittarius. You also have things are not how they appear. Your angels see you or see from above. Okay. Things are not how they appear, Libra. Your angels see from above a very different perspective. If you're a Libra, maybe you want to consider schooljustintuitive.com, my other channel, my primary channel. And then now Libra, bonus card for you. Oh my goodness, Libra. Okay. Here it is again, Scarab Beetle, Chaos Magic card 50, Soul Star Chakra. So what appears to be falling apart is actually falling into place. It goes right along with this. Things are not how they appear, right? So there could be this shakeup, really. So new life emerges from seeming chaos, trust in divine order and timing. And you can handle this. It's not, it's not going to be, the same scale for everybody, of course. Wow. All right, cool. Happy birthday, Libras. Scorpio. Go wild. Full moon in Leo. And dance like nobody's watching. Find a way to connect with the innocent energy of your soul. Wow. And Sagittarius. Think it through. New moon in Gemini. And you're about to give birth. This could be a birth of a child, a new business, or a creative project. So think that through. Capricorn. Take a breather. Last quarter moon in Cancer. And find your footing here, Capricorn. Life's full of up and downs, twists, turns, bumps. You've got this. Keep moving forward. Seems to be a collective message this month. Aquarius. Find a balance. Full moon in Libra. And others' actions are not your reflection. You're unique and beautiful, and you're meant to be surrounded by better people. Wow, that's pretty direct. And that was Aquarius. Yeah. Okay. So that was Aquarius. No matter what I said, that was Aquarius. Now Pisces. You have detoxify, full moon in Taurus. And you have allow yourself forgiveness. Nothing was in vain. Everything happened exactly the way it was meant to, so you could grow. And remember that as you move through October. That's what I have for all of you. Thank you. You know how to show support. Thanks so much.